What's up, everybody? Welcome to another beautiful episode of Smoking the Truth podcast. I'm here with King Oz.
Woohoo! And Orlando Flow.
Another beautiful week, another blessing, man. December is here, bro.
Just about.
Just about to be here, man. Christmas is almost here.
Oh.
2021 is around the corner.
Around the corner?
Around the corner, boy.
This whole year.
Are you ready for 2021?
It's insane because it's just like, felt like just started 2020. But hey, we're here.
Coronavirus number 2 coming up.
Hey, man, don't.
The big shutdown coming around.
They're talking about that with Biden.
Whew, man.
Insane.
Whew, man.
Biden wants to shut it down. What was it? 4 to 6 weeks.
4 to 6 weeks. They're already shutting. They're already cutting. The restaurants 50% short. So only 50 people allowed in restaurants. They're closing at 10 p.m. at night.
Walmarts are starting to revert back to limiting the capacity of people inside of the place.
Things are getting a little ugly.
I mean, it's
a little bit.
It's always about to at some point in time. So, but as long as you bounce back, you should be able to.
We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Trust me. I feel like either there's 2 things are gonna happen, right? Either we're gonna get used to COVID being our life, or we're gonna find the vaccine.
Well, see, they've already found vaccines.
They already found the vaccine, yeah. So but this is my problem. Does it have any side effects?
What's the long-term problems?
And why do they want to give it to minorities first? But black people, Hispanic people first. That's what I'm hearing. Hey, don't quote me on this. This is what I'm hearing around.
Maybe it's just people sketching out. I have never seen something on that just yet, but hey, if there is, please don't take it first.
Don't take it first. Okay, let other people take it. Yeah.
I know some physicians out there that have said, when a vaccine first drops, they're not going to take it right off the bat. I mean,
wait until March.
Yeah, wait until things have altered a little bit and you can see the side effects of the situation. Just if you're going to take that route, please stay safe.
Stay safe as much as you can.
Yeah, as much as you can.
Man, let's get down to the topic, man. It's been a long week. I feel like November just went like this, bro.
It did. It felt like it was going by a little quick. It slowed down towards the middle part of the month and then sped right back up.
It's crazy, bro. Let's talk about excuses, man. Let's get down to business.
Excuses.
It's part of life,
Yeah, people make them up, but sometimes you gotta learn how to let the excuses go.
Fly away, You can't depend on excuses for long. They're gonna come. Excuses is like a cup, The more water you pour in the cup, the filler it gets. Mm-hmm. And when that cup reaches the top, and there's no more space for excuses,
what you gonna do then?
What's next?
Just gonna let it
overpour, and then
you got your mess all over the place.
Like the Titanic.
That's a good analogy.
The Titanic. Remember the Titanic in the movie?
Yeah. Look, so excuses, people make them. We can understand the proper uses of excuses. I like that. The proper uses of excuses. So, you don't want to just make something up and make that an excuse. So if you got something actually going on, that's a viable excuse. But
somebody died,
or something happens that you're unable to legitimately not do that.
You get COVID,
whatever. So what I'm saying is, don't just develop an excuse and put a blame game on someone or something that prevented you from getting yourself to where you wanted to be.
Man, let me brush you off, boy. This guy is coming sharp today.
Let me just
you can't hear a little. Hey, man. You can't see for nothing. You're blind.
Oh.
You should have done that.
I was kind of hoping I could see the future with that. Yeah, did not work out.
Oh. So yeah, man, like he was saying, man, excuses. You don't want to come up with people are. This is what I think. People already have a list of excuses ready to be shoot. When you have a gun ready, to pull out, boom, boom, boom. People are ready to shoot their excuses in your faces and then be like, and I feel like, in my opinion, we do this podcast, right?
Mm-hmm.
We sacrifice, quality time that we could be,
With the
home
family,
with the family,
doing some other stuff.
going shopping, taking a walk. But we out here, recording this podcast, right? Because we see the value in the long run,
We see the value not just in us, but as you know, everybody that's watching. Everybody has opportunities that could arise, and we hope that we can help direct you in some kind of way.
Absolutely, bro. And remember, like, you always have that one person, like, for example, for me, I love watching The Rock.
Okay.
His IG, his motivational stuff he does, the business that he just started to run.
That man is...
Kevin Hart is another guy that I love.
Boom, yep.
Look at them and be like, what are they doing? How is the work ethic? How many hours are they sleeping? What can I apply
You
from
know,
their life in my life?
sometimes I do feel like, some days they do run overboard with their sleep. They don't get enough sleep. But then, they're always going to take that time to recoup that time in their mind. They might be like 3 or 4 months on and like a week off.
Working.
And then back on.
For 6 months working.
But they're like workhorses. The Rock, working out all the time.
Machine.
He's got his new headset that he's out there selling.
Project
his own
Rock.
Yeah, his own brand of tequila.
What they're doing is so powerful and making a huge impact,
Exactly. They're using and recycling good energy. I think that's really where it's at, though. And they don't make no excuses.
Bro,
And if they have an excuse, I guarantee you it's a good one.
it's a good one. Yeah, somebody probably passed away. His dad passed away recently, The Rock dad.
Yeah.
Things happen. We're not gonna say it like things don't happen. The mortgage is up, the rent is due.
Short a few bucks.
Short a few bucks. Things happen. You couldn't catch the bus at the right time. You couldn't. You don't have gas for the car. Hey, man, things happen. We're not here to say like things don't happen. Things happen, but we have to make sure that you don't play yourself.
Exactly.
Because don't play yourself.
Prepare yourself.
Prepare yourself because the future is so bright. Like, remember, at the end of the day, who is in control?
You.
Time you have the 24 hours in your hands. You sleep 8, let's say, for example. What do we do with the rest of that?
What? I'm trying to hear something. No, I don't hear nobody talking back.
And bro, but hey, at the end of the day, it's okay if you have to take your kids to practice. It's okay. I'm not saying don't do that. Do that. If that makes you happy, do what makes you happy, But at the end of the day, you have to take advantage of what you have and the things you can do with it. That's all we're saying here.
And also, with excuses, you gotta learn to not do a blame game. Maybe also, not maybe also, but also be able to take a responsibility for your own actions instead of making an excuse to not do it.
Yo, you saying it's so right, so clear. Like, I understand some things are gonna be your fault. We're not perfect, bro. We make mistakes. Let's have that. Let's get that out of the way. Like, I make mistakes, you make mistakes. We all do. It's part of life.
But we learn from them.
We learn. Yeah, we learn. We don't do it again. You know what I mean? We try to not to do it again. At least we try our best to change. And I was reading this book about learning new behavior. It takes about, I believe it's 6 months to a year
to learn new behavior.
To learn it and do it.
That sounds about right.
So if you don't blame yourself if something's not getting changed fast. Like,
it takes time.
It takes time.
But as long as you continue with progression, there's nothing else stopping you.
That's the key. When you don't stop, bro, when you know that to get a point B, I have to go through 2 years of taking L's, and then things will take off.
Mm-hmm.
You see things differently. You see, okay, right now I'm losing, but in the next 2 years, when I put that work, save stack on my bread, things are gonna be different.
Most definitely.
I have the vision, like we talked before. We have the vision, and just remember that. Like, at the end of the day, man, Have your vision down. It matters. I'm trying to tell you, it matters.
And make sure that you're in control of the situation.
Absolutely. Like some things, like the stock market goes down, crash.
That you cannot help
You
control.
can't help that.
But if you can maintain your own situation, you won't have to worry about the stock market crashing because you'll be fine. You gotta find your own alternative routes.
Find your pattern. Find your way. Trust me, not everybody's the same. I'm not saying that you can be like The Rock or you can be like Kevin Hart. You can be your own person, but you can at least learn through their journey
Mm-hmm.
and see what they did right and what they did wrong, so we don't repeat it.
Most definitely.
Smart people learn from other people's mistakes, man.
They do. They do. Hopefully history does not repeat itself.
That's what I've been thinking a lot lately. Hopefully history doesn't repeat itself. Because all this thing going on, let's be real, I don't want to go in deep in about it, but all this crazy stuff happening with the news, Trump, and everything happening. I don't want history to repeat itself, but you can help it sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
Just gotta make sure you do the right thing and don't get yourself stuck with excuses, man. That's all we gotta say today, man.
Well, everybody, this has been an episode of Smoking the Truth. If you guys have any ideas for any future content, please DM us or email us. Please like, share, subscribe. And guys,
And one more thing, I think if you want to be in an episode, we would love to have you. Why not?
yeah, I forgot that part.
Hey,
DM us or email.
take care, guys. Have a blessed day. Smoking the Truth podcast, baby boys and girls.
Woohoo!